good, very hot and sticky and sweaty afternoon to all of you movement snackers out there. If you're doing a catch up, hopefully it's cooled down by the time you get to this movement snack. And if you're wanting the 4 p.m, the sway and stretch, the brand new sway for this week, then you're in the right place. This is the Monday, the 19th of July. Yes, I have got a silly tea towel-y thing on my head, but you got to keep cool somehow, haven't you? I think I've had about 3 or 4 t-shirt changes already today, through one Zoom session to another. So this is what I do now. This is the new look. It's the keep your head cool look. And that's it really. We've got our lives coming in now. Hello. I'm waiting for the questions. What the devil have you got on your head, Mrs. Leverton? I'll just wait here patiently until anybody notices. Mind you, it is matching, isn't it? But no, my normally quite small and sticky to the side of my head ears have now sticky outy a bit, aren't they? Got to do something with this new style. I'm not really digging it. What do you reckon, Carol Kent? Because you're the first one in. Patricia, hello, good afternoon to you. Nice to have you in on a live. We're just a snuggly 2 of us at the minute, but don't get too snuggly because it's just too damn hot. Ken Green's in, hello. I will explain headgear in a couple of minutes. I've just explained it to the Catcher Up crew, but I know I'll have to repeat myself when I get to all the lives coming on board. This is my strategy to keeping cool. I have an ice block, bit of a tea towel thing. You wrap it in said ice block like this. It's a damp tea towel headgear thingy. And all over, Ken, yep. Just a brief break. And then it sorts itself out. And you can look a twit for the rest of the afternoon. There we go. What do you reckon? It's keeping my head nice and cool, and then when your hands are cool, you can just put them on your leg or your neck, and it just works. You're just gonna have to try it. Carol Kent's loving my headgear. I'm gonna see if I can brand it or something like that. Make movement your mission headgear, hot headgear. Hi Ian, great to have you. I've not been on live for a week or so. Oh Tula, are you watching as well? It's the mother-in-law, everybody. Petula Leverton, hello. It's just saying Tula, it's a bit hot, isn't it? So I'm sporting some homemade headgear. It's good in a towel form as well, as a blanket in the evening. It works quite well in that respect as well. Right. I think, well, the adverts are on Sky News, so it must be not quite 4 p.m. Hi Sheila, how are you? Are you on holiday or back from holiday or thinking of going on holiday? Or is your sister doing either of the above as well? Hi Sandra, this is working, a treat. It can be headgear, it can be neckerchief. Either way, feeling good. I've got a lovely new sway for you lot this fine Monday. So hopefully you're ready to conduct with me today. I took a rather crash course. It was actually called An Idiot's Guide to Conducting. So I've learnt a couple of moves, literally within the last 40 minutes or so. And I've got part 1 of our sway routine ready for you to enjoy. Maddie's in, let's have a look. You've been out swimming, but now you're having a rest. You're looking forwards to doing it. Margaret Wood's in as well, and she's saying hi to Kelsey and all the tea timers. You was outside. Oh, you got a bit of burn on your back of your neck. Get this on it. cool, wet, damp tea towel, put in the freezer for a minute or two, and then perfecto. Carol Watson's in as well. What's it doing up there in Scotland? Is it just as hot? We're going away to Scotland next week, but I'll let more in that news later. It is 4 p.m. It's time for our 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon and welcome. It's Sway and Stretch time. Monday it is. It's the 19th of July, and Monday signifies the start of a new routine, which is conducting. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be wafting and wifting and wafting our arms around in true conductor style. This is day one. You're with me, Kelsey Leverton, and we're going to get started with a circulation booster. So have a think where you'd like to begin. You might want to be sitting, you might want to be standing. Once you're in chosen position, feet hip distance, not too wide as we've got start our foot pedals or marching. You've got external support perhaps that you can use in a few directions around you. Once you're there, stand up tall and start moving, pedaling through the feet. You can leave the balls of your feet down for a few minutes if you like, not a few minutes because that's beyond what we do on a Circ Boost, for a few moments. And if you're in seated, feet ideally flat on the floor, and you might choose to just take a bit of a hip walk forwards before you get those foot pedals underway. So keep going and find your rhythm and find your groove and your pace. Your speed with this shouldn't be too rapid. Just a steady, manageable pace here. Picking up the knees into some leg marches if you like. Keep going with that. You might be holding on just very, very lightly. You might have full handheld support, or you might just need it there just in case. And that's fine. Bring in an arm swing in. If you like, you can bring one arm in at a time, or you can bring both arms in together. Either way, try and make this a coordinated top half, bottom half march. So we've got opposite arm to leg and keeping your steady pace. Moving from the shoulders here. That's our aim with these arm swings, rather than from the elbows. We want the elbows to drive back but pretty much stay fixed. You probably won't need that much of a warm-up, of a Circ Boost, but we'll do our couple of 3 minutes all the same. If you want to switch that up, you might want to rest your feet down. You might want to bring in a bit of an arm row, just with a little movement through your trunk. There we have just something to variation it up. All right, just take a pause there. Just bring whatever you're doing down to a stop. Settle your feet, let your arms relax and become still. And just take a couple of long, deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. That's all we should feel with a circulation booster. Right. Our sway routine then. So we're not going to focus on any lower body stuff or shifting of the weight. It will be in the pipeline though. But we are going to do and focus on the arm movements first. So seated or standing, exactly the same. We're going to work one arm movement first. So if you are needing to hold on to your support, one arm's not doing anything anyway, so it can be here or loose by the side of your body. So when you're ready, just a comfortable stance, softness into your knees, weight evenly shared from right side to left side if you're in seated or standing. And we're going to get our conductor's fingers out. 2 fingers. We're going to start up here with our 4-4 count with a down beat. So we go down, across, across, one more, and up. So that looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Have a go at that again. Starting up, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you can, put a bit of flick onto your wrist and fingers like a conductor does as he tells his orchestra what to do. That would be great. That will style it out even more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have a go with the other side. You might want to hold on. The left side always feels a little bit uncoordinated. So down, across your body, out to the side, across your body, and then up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going with that. Have a go. See how you can make that feel. That up bit doesn't feel right for me, but it's not far off, is it? It's just the left side feeling just that bit less coordinated than the dominant right side for me. Might feel that similar to you. Okay, we're going to go from that up position for our second part now. We're going to go down, straight down this time, hop, hop, and then serve it out to the other side. So have a look at that. So it goes down, straight line, hop, hop. There's a little bit of wrist movement there as we go out to the side. Have a few works through that. Down, 2, 3, 4. Down, hop, sweep, sway. Have a go with the other side. So this time we're going straight down across the body, a little bit of wrist action there, and then sweep it out to the side, still with your imaginary stick thing. A conductor's wand maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shall we put part 1 with part 2? Seated or standing? Exactly the same. Let's start with our 4-4 time. So starting high, fingers pointing upwards, comfortable position, bit of support holding on to if you need. We've got sway across, 2, 3, and then back up. Let's do that again. Sway across. That's kind of a figure of 8 there that we've practiced loads on before. Now straight down, hop, sweep across and sway. There we go. Have a go on the other side. So we've got our 4-4 timing. That's a figure of 8 there. We've practiced loads of those before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight down, hop, sweep and sway. There we go. Both arms together. I've not practiced this, but if you want, let's just have a quick run through. I'm not quite sure if I can coordinate this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and again. I think that kind of worked. And then, and sway. Well, maybe we put that one in. Right. There's your stage 1, An Idiot's Guide to Conducting a Movement Snack Team. There we go. Right, we're going to head into our stretch routine now. So, if you are in standing, we're going to start with calf. Coming towards your support, perhaps hands onto it, stride one leg back, adjust your stride and just have a look down, especially at the back leg, to make sure that the toes are pointing forwards and not out to the side. Now from there, square your hips to the front as well and bend into the front knee. Back leg nice long and straight with the heel down, front leg bent, feeling the stretch along that back leg. If you've been seated, try and get yourself a little bit further forwards at the front portion of the chair, and we've got a straight leg out, just with your toes being pulled back. So you'll feel a stretch in the calf, and you might feel a bit of muscular action along that muscle in the shin that's helping to keep that ankle in that pulled back upright foot position. Just an upright tall posture and holding it still, progressing the stretch if you can, so try and pull the toes back a little bit more, or in standing, bend the front leg a bit more so we can get a deeper, longer, progressed, developmental type stretch there. Let's change sides. So rest and recover, and then set it up again, pulling the toes back. Feel as if you're trying to push your heel underneath, so your toes are coming back towards your shin. They ain't never going to get there, but imagine. And there's your stretch for the calf in seated, and in standing on the other leg. Hips are square, so you're not feeling twisted or open to one side. Everything's pointing forwards. Both feet are planted flat down to the ground, especially that back heel. And there we have a nice, long, lovely calf stretch. Loosening off the muscles, the tension in the muscles, and over time increasing flexibility. Relax and recover. Now, those of you in standing, come and have a sit down if you like, or there's a couple of upper body stretches coming right up that you can complete in standing. Either or, you can have your hands for the chest stretch on the side of your bottom, palms there, or back of hand. Depends how your shoulders feel. Certainly not high into the lower back, because this will make you crunch and hunch your shoulders. If you are in seated, you can take your hands towards the back of the chair and hold on to the spindles if you like, lifting tall, squeezing the shoulder blades together. If you've got your hands onto the side of your hips, pressing the elbows back, just feel that lift through the chest and opening as well through the chest. Great move, great stretch for improving the position of our shoulders, increasing flexibility and ability to put that posture in a bit more of a better position. Relax, ease off, recover, and maybe just crowbar in one or two big shoulder circles. There we go. We're going to stay with a focus around the shoulders, but hopefully achieve a stretch down the side of your body. Standing or seated, it's up to you. I'm just going to come in a bit closer, shifty up everybody, and have the hand onto the shoulder or towards the shoulder. Guide the elbow up without forcing it or wrenching it into a really uncomfy position. Should be mildly uncomfortable, but in the stretch. The muscle at the back of the arm, down in around your armpit, down the side of your body. And this is a position that you might get into if you're lying down on your side, on the floor, or on bed, in the bed, trying to get comfy. Lift up a little bit more, lift through your abdomen, lift through the elbow, and take it into a full stretch if you want. Otherwise, just stay here. Full stretch, extra reach, and ease on out of it. Let's have a look on the other side. You might notice a bit of a difference between flexibility. That's normally the case just through the fact that we've got one dominant side. Take it to a point, hold it, feel the stretch in the back of the arm. See how far you can reach your fingertips back over towards maybe your bottom of your neck, a little bit further perhaps. Lifting, lift the hips, lift the rib cage and stay there, or take a reach and an extra reach before coming on out of it. Okay, ease off there. Right, we've got one more stretch to do. Our back of thigh stretch. So I'd suggest coming into seated for this. It can be quite a coordination-y challenge and a balance challenge if we're trying to achieve the standing version. Have a go at the seated one. We'll include the standing one so that those of you who want to can have a go at that. But let's all do the seated one first off. Right, so we want forwards position on the chair, and this is so that you can really straighten your leg out, get the knee straight. The hands on the opposite leg, We need the ankle loose here, else what we will feel is a stretch in the calf, and we've just done that bit. So relax the ankle, point the foot away, lifting, lengthening, and then tilting, hinging from the hips rather than rounding through your spine. So spine wise, rib cage lifted, gap between ribs and hips, shoulders down, neck lengthened. Oh, that's a nice bit of breeze. Keep it coming. And then press a bit further into it and increase that stretch if it feels all right to do so. And you'll know because it will give. There'll be a little bit of give and a calming down of the feeling of tightness in the back of your leg. Relax, recover. Let's change sides. Loose ankle, loose knee. So same setup, lifting, lengthening, hinging rather than bending and rounding. So you should feel in the middle of this stretch rather than, I'm exaggerating this position here, coming over to the side. So stay in the middle as you tilt down. Progress it if you feel you can. If anything lightens or lessens with the tension that you're feeling in the muscles, back of your knee up towards your hip. And we will repeat this stretch again. So if you're staying in seated, there you go, exactly the same again with the seated stretch for the back of your thigh. And in standing, this is what it looks like. You might want to have your support directly in front of you. You might want to have it to the side of you. We're going to take just one leg forwards, slightly. It's not a big stride forwards. Stick your bum back so that this knee starts to bend. Oh, I've got a stone in my shoe. And the other leg stays straight. So you're sitting your bum back, leaning forwards, pretty much in the way that we do the seated version. You can have your hand on the bent knee. I'll show you that from the front. And I'm holding on, or you can have both hands onto the bent knee. And it's the straight leg where the stretch is. Relax, recover. I'll show you that again for the other side. One foot slightly in front of the other. Sitting back, bending the underneath leg, letting the one that's slightly in front just stay straight. And you can have, of course, one hand onto your support or both hands onto the knee. So lifting your buttock to get a nice, deep, long stretch in the back of your leg, helping with reaching down towards the floor, getting to those feet and lower levels. Improving your walking stride as well, that will. Right, all done. Going to don the hat again. We've got football today. It's not going to be very nice, is it? At least I don't have to run. I'll just point and shout. Kick that ball. That was a toe poke. Make a tackle. And yeah, not really do very much myself. Thank you, everybody. A pleasure as always. I hope you're liking the beginnings of that sway routine. I'll see you in some homemade headgear tomorrow, perhaps, if it's still this hot. There has been a weather warning on the news. It's going to be hot until about Thursday. So stay cool, everyone.